and there was 2 synagogues. In the summer, they went to a bigger temple, and in the winter, they had a smaller temple. And that's where most Jews who lived in Franchica went there.
How many Jews do you think lived in the town?
Maybe 3 dozen.
Uh-huh.
Maybe. I could name them all,
Really?
but that will take too long.
And what did your father worked there?
I really don't remember too much about my father, what he did, but I do remember what my aunt, who was my father's oldest sister, her name was Chevanini.
Uh-huh.
And she used to say that my father had a beer garden and groceries in Franchica. We had a beautiful, beautiful house. And after that, I don't know what happened.
How long did your father live? Did he live with your family?
We did not live with my father, except Fritzie was the only one. We lived with my aunt, Chevanini, Rose, Sam, Albie, and myself. I'm the youngest.
And how come you didn't live with your father? So because your mother had died?
My mother had died when I was 3 years old, and my father remarried. I don't know how long he waited, but I don't think he waited too long. And I don't want to go into that.
Okay.
Because I don't want the whole world to know the truth.
Oh, okay. Do you remember your mother at all?
Not at all. Nothing.
Nothing
The
about it.
only thing I don't remember her, but my aunt used to say I was a very active child. And my aunt used to say, if your mother would be alive, she would kill you.
What are some of the first memories you have of your life, growing up in Franchica?
I had a beautiful life.
Uh-huh.
You know, when you're a child, you don't know any different.
Uh-huh.
You don't know your mother was missing, or your father. I saw my father maybe 2 or 3 times a year. He used to go and buy salt and different things, and then he used to stop by my aunt. And I knew when that was, because he used to write, and I used to go to the train to wait for him to the station. And I remember I was just a little girl, and we used to walk the town, and but I didn't know I was missing anything then.
You lived in Franchica.
Franchica.
And what town did your father live in then? Munkac. And that's with his second wife. They lived there. And she had children from her first husband. From her first husband.
Yes.
And so he lived there, and you went to live with the other aunt.
That's right.
I got it right. And
I was living with my father's sister all the time till I came to the United States.
Now your father traveled to the United States and back?
Yes.
Now why did
3 or 4 times.
Why did he do that?
I don't know why he did that. You see, according to my aunt, Chevanini, she used to say, you know, he was the only son, and my grandmother, which is his mother, was crazy about him. And she always used to say, come back, and I guess that's the reason. Because my mother loved, I understand, America. But my father came to the United States when he was a young man, before he was married. And then when Sam was born, they came to America. Back.
Sam was your brother.
sent.
My
brother sent.
He was born in about 1904. He was born in Hungary.
Yes.
And then they went.
Where was he born? I don't know.
I don't know. It doesn't say. But then they went to the United States. That's where your sister Rose and Fritzie were.
That's right. And Albie.
Albie were born.
That's right.
So that whole time, and Albie was born in 1910. And then they had come back to Hungary by the time you were born.
That's right.
Right?
And I was born in Hungary. It was Hungary then.
So you lived in Hungary until you were...
I was 15. Well, it wasn't Hungary anymore. It was Czechoslovakia. I went to Czechoslovakian school.
So what language did you speak growing up?
Excuse me?
What language did you speak growing up?
Hungarian.
Hungarian?
Only Hungarian.
Did your father speak English?
Oh, my father spoke many languages. Oh, yes. Yeah.
And did you know any of your grandparents?
My father's mother and my mother's mother. I didn't like my mother's mother.
Well, do you remember their names?
My mother's, my father's mother was Henscher. Probably they would call him Honey. You know, here.
That was Anton.
And my mother's mother, I don't remember her name.
Well, why didn't you like your father's mother?
I love my father's mother.
Oh, you loved
I
her.
like my mother's mother.
How come?
When I came there, before I came to the United States, she was a slave driver. She used to wake me up before the sun came up, that I had to go in the garden to pull out the weeds. My aunt didn't do that. And I loved to sleep. And my cousin who lived with my grandmother, she used to say, Grandma, leave her alone. She's only visiting here. And I've never forgotten that, and I never will.
What town did she live in, your grandmother? Yeah.
Batu.
Oh, she lived in Batu.
Yeah.
And that's where you said her last maiden name was Stark, and that's where the Starks came from?
Right.
Batu?
Yeah, Batu.
And did you have a lot of friends growing up in that town?
In Panchika? Oh, yes, we knew everybody there. Oh, yes. We had a lot of friends. My aunt was wonderful to everybody. People, you know, there used to come poor people, and the sun was going down, and they said they don't know where they're going to sleep. She said, don't worry, I'll put you up. And she did. She was a wonderful-hearted person. People used to come and borrow money from her. Even my father borrowed money from my aunt. And her sisters, they all borrowed money from her. I don't know if they ever returned it. I don't know.
This aunt was Mariska? What was her first name?
My mother?
No, your aunt, the one that...
My aunt?
Yeah.
Chevenany.
Oh, Chevenany. That's the one you're talking about. And so you had a happy childhood then?
I only remember being happy there, singing and dancing.
So how did you feel when you were going to leave and go to the United States?
Somehow, I was always knew that I was coming to America. Always, as a young child. Of course, when I arrived here, I was very unhappy. I did nothing but cry and cry.
So
I wanted to go back.
You missed. What did you miss about Hungary? When you came to the United States, what did you miss about your
I missed my aunt.
Uh-huh.
I missed everybody in town. We knew everybody. And I was always doing little things with the neighbors, always. And it was beautiful there because people were very giving themselves. Like every Saturday night they would get together and each other homes. One night was Saturday night, my aunt's house, following Saturday night, somebody else's house, and this is the way it went down, and then start all over again. It was parties all the time. There was, you know.
Were all your friends Jewish there, or did you have any non-Jewish friends?
No, I wouldn't say that.
No, yes.
I was, my next door who lived there, my teacher, and we were very friendly with them. And his mother and father lived across the street from us. And they were wonderful, wonderful people. They were not Jewish, but they were wonderful. And they had a daughter my age. And every time they had parties, I went and helped, you know, cooking and baking and kill the pig. I didn't kill the pig, but I helped them make the different things, you know. And especially at Christmas time, I know all the Christmas carols, and I went with them caroling all the time. It was fun.
Would you say there was any anti-Semitism in that town that you experienced personally?
I did not experience any of them, nothing. No, not when till I left, I didn't, no.
How was your family very religious? Were your parents very religious, or how often did they go to the synagogue?
Oh, they went to synagogue. We belonged, my father had a special seat in the temple. Oh yes, I could just picture it in front of me. Of course, you know, women and men did not sit together. The men were downstairs and the women was upstairs. They had a curtain, and then every once in a while I would go upstairs, you know. My aunt was in the temple, and I would just pull the shade and look down. Of course, I didn't see my father there because my father was not there. See, I don't remember my father being in the temple, but I remember my brother Sam.
Where was your father then?
My father was married, and he lived in Munkac.
He was in the other town.
So he never came there for holidays, no.
So did you celebrate all the Jewish holidays, Passover and Hanukkah?
Beautiful. We were invited most of the time because my aunt's husband died in America. And we were, Rose and Sam, they were already in the United States. They left. And we were very friendly with the Shaykhut. I don't know if you know what the Shaykhut is.
The slaughter?
Yes. And we were invited. They had a bunch of kids there. And we had fun with them.
Did you exchange gifts on Hanukkah, or did you get money? Or
no.
How did you celebrate Hanukkah at those days?
Well, we went, my aunt used to light the candles and say the brachas. There was no gifts exchanging, no, nothing like that. And we didn't have the candle, we had the candles from oil. We made from the potatoes candlesticks. We took a potato, cut it in half, and made it flat. And then cut a hole in the middle of the potato. And then we put the oil in there. And then we put some wool, string of wool, and that would burn. It was fun.
So when you came to the United States, who did you come with on the boat?
My stepmother and my sister Charlotte.
And your father was already living here?
Yes. Yeah, they were here.
Had you been in contact with him and your other sisters and brother who were in the United States? They came in 1921, so did you exchange letters with them?
Yes, yes. My sister Rose used to send me a couple of dollars in the letter, in the mail. So
was that unusual for a family, for you to have relatives in the United States living in Hungary, or did a lot of the people have family in the United States?
No. I don't know anyone else but us.
So did you feel special because of that?
I always felt that, I don't know how special I felt, but I'm going, you know, when you're growing up already, you know, you feel you're going into the big world, you know.
So the main reason you left Hungary was to be reunited with your family, not because of the anti-Semitism.
That's right.
You didn't know anything?
No, there was nothing, there was no sign of anti-Semitism at all. No.
Did you stay in touch with any of the people who lived there once you were in the United States?
I used to write to my girlfriend. Her name was Hedy Leborich. And she wrote me back once or twice, and then apparently things were happening after, I don't know.
So I just wanted to ask you a little bit about the family. You were saying that, let's see, your mother Marishka had two sisters, Serena and Alanka. Is that right?
Yes. Oh, she had more sisters.
She had more?
They died.
How many sisters did she have?
I don't remember the name of it. It's not coming to me.
But those were the only ones that
I knew.
That you knew, those two.
Right.
And the aunt that you lived with was Serena?
That's my stepmother.
That's your stepmother.
Yes.
Right. And she died in the United States.
Right.
Right. And the sister Alanka.
Yeah.
Now, tell me about her. Did she come to the United States?
Oh, she came to the United States and she was very young girl, and she married, and she never went back, not that I know of. And she got married. She had 2 daughters and 2 sons, which I see them occasionally, but she passed away, and her oldest son passed away, and one of her daughters passed away. And I see them once in a while, not too often.
Where do they live?
They live in Jersey City. That time. I don't know where they live now.
And getting back to your let's talk about your brothers and sisters. Your oldest brother's name was Sam.
Yes.
And what did he do for a living?
He was a cutter. Ladies' dresses.
This was in New York City?
He lived in New York, in the Bronx, yes. And he got married and continued with his job.
And Rose,
I don't know if Rose ever worked.
Her husband was a butcher.
Her husband was a butcher, Louis. Yeah.
So when you came to the United States, how was the boat ride across the Atlantic?
Oh, it was beautiful. We had taken the Bremen ship. It was beautiful. We came tourists.
And where did you leave from?
Bremen.
You left from Germany?
Yes, Bremen.
And where did the ship dock in New York? Did you go through through Ellis Island, or you didn't?
No, we didn't have to go through Ellis Island because we came as American citizens.
Oh, you were already a citizen?
I was a citizen before I was born, because I was a citizen after my father. Yes.
So you came across and you docked in Manhattan?
Yes.
And do you remember who was there to meet you?
Yes. My father and my sister Rose. Miriam was 5 years old.
And what were your first impressions of New York?
Well, I was away from my sister Rose and Sam because I lived with them till I was 8 years old. And almost another 8 years went by till I see them again. So it was a long time. It took a while.
You didn't know English then when you came?
No, not a word. No, not a word.
Right.
But my family, they all speak Hungarian, and we spoke Hungarian. I lived with my father for a while, and then I lived with my sister Rose for a while. Then I met my husband.
Where did you live in New York when you first came?
In the Bronx. We lived, yeah. Commute every day to work. I worked in a sweater factory, my cousins. And I used to meet my father on the subway station. I used to cry a lot.
Why did you cry a lot?
Well, I wanted to go back. And my father used to say, "What's the matter with your eyes?" I said, "I don't know." I didn't want to tell him. I didn't want to make him unhappy, you know.
So you never went to school here?
I went a little bit at night one season. That's about all.
To learn English?
Excuse me?
To learn English, is that what
To learn English, yes. And the rest of the time I had a good time after a while.
So you went to work, you were only 15,
Yes, I went
16
to work.
years old?
Pardon me?
You were only 15, 16 years old and you had
That's
to go
right.
right to work.
That's right, yeah.
And how long was your day? How long did you have to work?
Oh, 8 hours, 9 hours a day, absolutely. Half an hour lunch and go back to work. But I must say I was very ambitious because I wanted to better myself at that point already, you know. I realized I have to make a living here. And on my lunch hour, I wanted to learn how to run other machines except cutting threads. And I did.
And you said a cousin ran the factory?
Yes.
Who was that?
They were not close cousins, they were distant cousins. And their name was Berger also. Antal Berger, his name was Antal Berger.
Same
named
name?
after my father.
Oh.
It's the same name as my father.
So you had your aunt, you had an aunt Sarah.
That's my stepmother.
Right, she married, first time she married Hershkovich.
Right.
And you told me her oldest son, name was Samshi.
Shamshi.
And do you remember him at all? You don't want to talk about him? Okay. How about the next one, Bella?
Bela.
And you can talk about, is that a man?
Yes.
Okay, the next one is Simu.
Yes.
You want to talk about him?
I don't know too much about them.
Okay, how about, and then Rosie?
Rose.
She married Shani Salt.
Shani Salt.
And that would be your first cousin, Rose. And so
Right.
did she live in the same town as you growing up then?
No. She lived in Munkaj.
Gosh, so did you see her very often?
No.
They went to Palestine first.
Yes.
When did they leave? You
I
don't know.
don't know too much about them.
And then there was Fradi.
Yes.
And what is she was born about the same time you were?
Yeah, she's a year older than I am.
And what did she?
Well, she came to United States.
Uh-huh.
And she got married to a very nice man. And they had a bakery store.
At a bakery store?
She worked very, very hard, yes.
And then there was a son, Zoltan.
Yes, that was Fradi's brother.
And now he came to the United States.
Oh, he came to United States. Must be the same time when Rose and Sam came. Maybe before, I don't know exactly. I really don't know.
And he married first Frida.
Yes.
And
Frida was the first cousin.
he married his first cousin?
Yeah. Yeah, they came together United States.
Well, they came together. They were already married.
No,
No.
they got married here.
And after she died, you were telling me
Yes.
he married his wife's sister.
Yes. Zelly.
Is there anything you want to tell me about her? No.
I don't know too much about them really. I didn't see them often. No.
Okay, now your father Antal had 3 sisters. You told me.
Yes.
Sarota.
Who?
Sarota. Is that he had 3 sisters? Linka. Is that your father?
Fanny.
Oh.
Paula name. You have that?
No. So do you where did they live? They live in your father's sisters.
My father's sister, Fanny Nene, she lived in Czechoslovakia, not too far away from us, where we lived in Panchika. It's called Sölersvégardo. That's right. And I used to go there. I used to walk there. You know, we used to take hikes and we used to go there. And then Minka Nene lived in a quite distance from us. And Paula Nene lived in United States.
And which ones did Fanny come to the United States, or she died in Hungary?
Who?
Fanny.
Well, she was in United States when they were young, you know, and she went back and she got married. Then she never came back. But Paula Nene, she never came back to Frančica. She lived in Jersey City. And she remained there.
You said that somebody's husband's name was Lieb, and he died of typhus. Who was that?
That's Chevanene's husband.
I see.
Yes.
So that was your aunt, Chevanene. Right. Okay. So Fritzie was your sister, and that's Sue's grandmother. Do you remember her growing up in Hungary?
Fritzie?
Yeah. Okay, do you remember
She had
a hard life in Hungary? Who did she live with?
my father.
Your father? And then she came to the United States when? She was born here.
She was born, and then they all went back to Europe.
And then did she come with Rose over here?
No, she came later. When they were old enough to be on their own, that's why they came back here, so they could work and...
What year do you think she came?
I don't remember what year they came. You know, I was a little girl.
Did she come by herself? Yeah.
She came by herself, and then she stayed here. I don't know if she lived with Rose or Selma. I don't remember that. But I know she came here, and then all became later on. They didn't know, only Sam and Rose came together. The rest of them came by themselves. They could have come anytime they wanted to because they were American citizens, American born.
So once you came to the United States, how often did you see your brothers and sisters?
Oh, often. Yes, often. I lived for a while with Sam. I lived for a while with my sister Rose. And then as time went on, I met my husband.
What year did you get married?
What year? Well, let's see now. I'm married 61 years. Let's go back 61 years. What would that be?
About 1934. So once you got married, where did you live?
I lived Hillsdale, New Jersey. My husband had a jewelry store, and I went to work for a year and a half, and then my husband didn't want me to work.
You worked in the jewelry store?
I didn't like the jewelry store. That was too slow for me. I wanted action.
Did you have...
But I used to help him out the month of December. Yes, I did.
So Sue said you had a big house?
Oh, not at the beginning.
Not at the beginning?
No. The house came about 5 years later. Oh, yes.
And describe the house.
Then I lived in Westwood already at that point. And then we bought the house when Alan was about 9 months old. And Alan is 50 now.
And it was a very large house?
Yes, very large. The lot was 100 by 150.
What was the address?
450 Kinderkamaka Road, Westwood. I hope.
And you have happy memories living there?
Yes, it was beautiful, beautiful.
So how often once you got married, when did you see your family? Was it just on a holiday?
I saw my sisters every Saturday because we went shopping. I came in every Saturday, and Herman used to pick me up. My husband used to pick me up at night, one of my sisters. Most of the time I was shopping with Fritzie, because Muriel